Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing a review for this unique product. This is actually a review unit that I had got about 2.5 months ago, but I have been actually using this one for the last 45 days. This is pretty advanced vacuum robot. It's actually over here, and I wanted to take my time to review this. I told company, yes, you can send it for review, but I will thoroughly test it out and then only I'll post a review. So I'll go over the good things about it. I'll go about some of the cons and some of the silly things. And of course, this has to be one of the best Robo Vacuum cleaner that I've used. But again, it's very, very pricey for what it does. The biggest thing, I also have other Robo Vacuums also. Those were not very expensive Xiaomi ones. Even I have used it for our last 6 years. But the big difference between this one, I'll show you that, is that this has mopping. And in fact, I would say the mopping, or that pocha that you call in Hindi, it does a fabulous job. I've seen other vacuum cleaners that have that mop functionality, but they don't do that good job. This one actually, apart from the vacuuming, does that. So let's have a closer look at this one. And this is known as the Dreame X40 Ultra. In India, as of now, this is their flagship product, but internationally, Dreame, this is basically, they sell a lot in Europe. They have also launched the X50 Ultra over there. So let's have a look at this one now. So guys, this is actually the vacuum cleaner, and this is the actual vacuum cleaner that you can see. But again, if you move back, you'll notice that it's actually pretty big. And the thing is that if you open this, you can actually add fresh water here for the mopping. And again, we also have this container here where actually the dirty water after mopping gets accumulated. You have to discard it. I'll actually show you how dirty the water becomes. So this is what you have to do. Apart from that, again, this is a vacuum cleaner that you don't have to do anything. This area also actually opens, and the garbage, etc., everything gets collected in this dust bag. In the last 45 days, I did not have to actually remove it. Maybe this dust bag will last for about next 3-4 months also. So again, you don't have to clean the dust bag every time. It automatically collects over here. And here there is also this cleaning solution that we have. That one bottle actually comes inside by default. And this is actually used for mopping. Automatically, it mixes the the solution for cleaning the floors. So this just goes back like this, and this is the vacuum. And let me now actually bring the vacuum to the table and give you an idea. So this is the vacuum, and you'll notice that this one also has a camera, or LED light, etc. I'll show you that later on. And the advantage of that is that remotely you can see where the vacuum is there, and if it doesn't clean a particular area, it actually takes a snapshot and sends it to your phone. And again, it has a LiDAR over here, and typical, again, nothing opens over here. And on the back, actually, here you'll notice that these are these are magnetic, and these actually can be removed. And this, it says mop pad remove. Automatically, it attaches these and
mop pads installed. Mop pads removed.
As you can see, it says that, and these are actually
mop pads installed.
And this also actually on this one, the wheels go up and down quite a bit. So even if it's a raised floor or something, carpet or something, it adjusts automatically like this on this one. In fact, it has a lot of sensors over here on this one. So in terms of sensors, again, it's a sensor overload that we have. And again, the best part about this vacuum is that this mop pads, etc., as you can see, you don't have to do anything. It cleans them automatically from the base. In fact, it heats the water at 80 degrees centigrade and cleans the mops and everything. Now, let me just put this back. I've just hit the start cleaning, and it's going to now start the cleaning like any Robo Vacuum. But the good thing of this robot vacuum is that it's actually one of the most silent vacuum that I have. In fact, I'll show you my Xiaomi Robo Vacuum in front of this. That makes about 5 or 6 times more sound. It's going to go back to the dock, and I think so now, because I didn't use it for the last 2 days, it's going to actually clean the mops. And again, in the menu, See, again, it's taking that water. You can hear the sound. So it takes the water inside. And while cleaning the mops, actually it takes time. It actually heats the water to about 70, 80 degrees Celsius so that the mops are clean. Generally, what happens is that,
Pads removed.
as you can see, it says mop pads are removed. Now, because I programmed it to first do the vacuuming only, so it has removed the mop pads over there. And now it's just going to do the vacuuming. And once the vacuuming is done, it'll come back, take the mop pads and do the mopping. As you can see, that corner brush, regularly it's like that, but that corner brush actually, if it's in the corner, extends to do the cleaning. That's why even in corners, I would say it cleans about 95%, 99% of the time. You can see if it extends in the corner, it's here, there. Yeah, as you can see, extended that. As you can see, this is a corner. It will extend that brush, as you can see there. Thus it reaches, I would say, cleans about 95% of the stuff even in corners. It's generally an issue with most of the vacuums. They just leave that corner. It has that extended brush that does that job. The LED light, as you can see, in dark areas, actually it switches on that light. And if there is a big obstacle or something, let's say I have put a shoe here or something, and it does not clean that. In fact, takes a photograph and sends you that area cannot be. Again, on the bed it can easily go. That was the cleaning, and now I have asked it to actually manually do the mopping. So it's just coming back to the base to collect that mop pads and it'll attach that itself. The good thing about this one is that you don't have to do anything. It does everything automatically, removing the mop pads, cleaning the mop pads, etc. Cleaning the dust, what it collected in the dustbin, built-in dustbin, as you can see now. And now
Mop pads installed.
it has installed the mop pads. And the best part about the mop pads is that
Cleaning mop pads.
it's now cleaning it. It has sensors in that if the mop pad is actually not that clean, it initiates the cleaning process itself. That way, even after mopping, etc., you don't get that smelly stuff sometimes in rainy season when you just do mopping and stuff. So that way, I would say it does a good job, and it actually heats the water inside so that the mop pads are disinfected and everything. So this process can take a little bit of time, but as you can see, it's actually now, that sound you're hearing, it's cleaning the mop pads. Basically, it's filling the reservoir in the vacuum cleaner from the water there. And if the water is finished in the vacuum, it comes back, docks, grabs the water and goes back. And again, the dirty water also actually sends back to the other bin where the dirty water is there. I'll show you how dirty that water is after mopping. I'll give you an idea. But again, this process can take a while. But again, you don't have to worry. You just switch it on and it does its job automatically. Most of the time, I've just set it on auto cleaning and we don't even realize it. At night, I've set it so it auto. As you can see, now the mop pads are gone and the mop pads have been attached now at the back. Now it has actually started mopping. As you can see, the mop pads can also extend, so they go in the corners also. It retracts itself and extends itself based on like what it is. As you can see, it's extending the right one, whereas the left one, there's no obstacle or something, so it's inside. So that way, I would say this one can clean about 99% of the stuff. Even the mopping quality is actually very good. As you can see, it's now extending it. It's only in the vacuuming, that slight sound that you will hear. But again, compared to other vacuum cleaners, I would say this is very, very silent. Also, in terms of suction power, it's very powerful. Up to 12,000 pascals you can do. Most of the robots are about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, but this can go up to 12,000 pascals. So it has a lot of suction power also. But I just leave it in the default auto mode and it auto adjusts the suction power. And as you can see, it's now mopping. Here it has the, and very thin layer it does, but the mopping quality, as I've told you, is actually very good on this one. Cleaning up mop pads is going, as you can see, it's drawing water to actually clean the mop pad, and it'll actually heat that water to about 75 degrees to 80 degrees Celsius to clean the mop pad, so that it's clean and you don't get any smell from the mop pad. We also get a smartphone app using which you can see the battery percentage and all the stats about the vacuum cleaner, and we can go inside and it'll show you the map of the house, and in fact it divides it between the rooms automatically. It maps, and so you can select to clean all or specific rooms or anything. So you have that. You can also go to the custom, and here you can adjust what you want it to do. For example, mop only or mop plus vacuum cleaner. The combinations are there. You can customize it as per your needs like this. So we have various combinations that you can adjust using this one, and it's very easy. You can also adjust the suction power. By default it will be at standard, but you can move it to turbo or max. You really don't need to do it. I've just kept it on standard for most of the time. It's doing a good job, but if you want slightly more deeper cleaning, you can set it to turbo or max. I never tried it. Also, the wetness of the mop, I have kept it to moist, and this is giving me actually good results. Apart from that, you can also initiate mop washing, and also the root I have kept it on default, and it works very well. Now coming to some of the cons that I noticed about the product. Overall, yes, the product is very good. The first thing is regarding the pricing. The pricing of this is very high in India, but I have seen other products also very similar to this one, and those are also actually priced quite high, some of them even over £100,000. This one on Amazon, I was checking just before making the video, this one is priced at rupees 85,000. So certainly very expensive for what it does. Yes, I like some of the advanced things like that. The head actually moves in the corners, and also the mop actually moves. So actually in corners or something, many of the vacuums can't clean, they leave that portion. This cleans about 99% of that, but again, it's very pricey. In fact, I was looking at Dreame's other options also on Amazon itself. I noticed one other model. Here is a screenshot. I don't recall the exact model number. That was for about 43,000. Does almost 90% of what this one does. But I think so that does not have the water heating for cleaning the mops, which I feel is an important thing, because otherwise the mops etc. or your floor can become smelly. But I noticed one more model with Dreame, and this was for about 53,000 or something like that. This says that it has the auto heating thing, so it should be able to clean the mops. So again, personally I would say yes, if budget is not an issue, yes, it's very good. But again, personally for me, if I'm going to buy it, I won't spend this much on a vacuum cleaner. Instead of that, the ones in around that 45-50,000 might be the ones that I might go personally, because that do about 90% of what this one does. Second thing that I did not like is that yes, it works perfectly on this floor, everything where this unit is there, but the problem is that I have a multi-floor house, and I just took the vacuum and placed it on the second floor, and I switched it on. It went over the entire floor for 15 minutes, but it did not start cleaning or do anything. It just refused to do anything, said that could not find the pace. So again, if you have multi-floored house, then this can be an issue. You'll have to take the base unit to the next floor to use it, which I feel is such a silly thing. People might have multi-floored house. Why doesn't the vacuum allow? Just I understand it might not be able to do that mopping etc. because it has to come back to this one, but at least the regular vacuuming, basic vacuuming, it could have done, because the battery life is actually pretty good on this one. So that is one thing that I noticed. Another thing is that I was checking Amazon, and on my laptop I'll talk about it, and again the mops etc. are consumables. That means you will have to replace it after time. In fact, the dustbin also that is there, where it collects all the dust etc. You don't have to do it every time, but maybe once every 4 or 5 months you have to change. So these are consumables, and I noticed that the official accessories for the consumables, for example the mop pads, as you can see, I'll add the screenshot. is 4,730. So the mop pads, etc., are also very, very expensive if you go with the official ones. Again, you'll also have to replace the dustbin, etc., and all those things. So those can be actually pretty expensive accessories. Apart from that, we also have a liquid in this one, as I've told you, that is used when it's mopping. Yes, it works for a long time. Maybe you just fill it once, it'll work for 6 months. But again, that also you have to refill. I could not locate that one on Amazon, but I'm pretty sure that liquid, officially cleaning liquid, if you want to go with the Dreame branded one, will be expensive. One comes inside the box, but again, you will be using it when you use it. But again, that's again a consumable that you might be able to have to actually change after 6 months. So it's not just the cost of the product, but if you're going for the genuine accessories, those will also be on the expensive side. I noticed this listing, this is not by Dreame, maybe some third-party person on Amazon is creating it. And as you can see, this has the mop pads, the filters, and the dustbins, etc. also. But this is priced a lot aggressive at 3,799. I don't know how well it will work with the Dreame X40 Ultra, but these are some of the options. But again, if you want to go only with the official accessories, do remember those accessories are also on the pricier side. If Dreame wants to really establish themselves in India, their vacuum cleaners are expensive, but at least their consumables and whatever that people have to buy every 6 months or something like that, they need to bring down the price, in my frank opinion. Overall, I would say as a product, this Dreame X40 Ultra is a very good vacuum cleaner. And apart from the vacuuming, the biggest thing that I liked, in fact my wife also appreciated, is the mopping that it does. The mopping that it does is so good. But again, it's definitely on the expensive side. But again, if you have the budget is not an issue. If you're looking for a very high-end, Robo Vacuum cleaner with good mopping functionality, you can certainly have a look at this one. Personally, for me, if I'm going to buy it, I will look at some of the lower-end models that I have mentioned. So guys, that was the review of this Dreame X40 Ultra. What do you guys think about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.